What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm starting this new video series called Tour Stories.
Niggas envy, Blicky got the stiffy, got bloody, drumming home slippy,
Can you put something on something over real quick?
This first story I'm going to be talking about today is when someone sabotaged my Airbnb. It's going to be one of the craziest stories you've ever heard. This is when I did the Dallas part of my tour and I did a bunch of shows down in Texas. And just that part of the tour alone, I could probably make 20 or 30 videos of all the crazy things that happened. I'm just going to stick with this one for today. So basically I arrived in Dallas 2 days prior. There was already drama as soon as I got there, but I was staying with a friend. After 2 days went by, my Airbnb was available because I was kind of waiting for the night before the show to get it. My Airbnb is available. Boom, me and the Colt, me and like my crew, all my closest homies and stuff, we pull up to the Airbnb, and it's an awesome Airbnb in Dallas, Texas. It's got a nice backyard, it's got a garage, foosball, tennis, fire pit, grill, 5 or 6 bedrooms, and like all these different bathrooms and stuff. There's probably I think there was like 4 bathrooms. I want to say 3 or 4 bathrooms, which is important. I'm bringing up the bathrooms. My closest homies who came all the way from Dallas, Texas, wherever they were from, all over the country. We wanted to link up and do like a big meal where we all cook together. With my boy Turk on the grill cooking steaks, people making like mashed potatoes, corn. I made some Texas toast, mixing salad, playing some music, we're having some drinks. The next night was the show, so it was kind of us all just hanging out, kicking back. And just to preface this, the whole time that this was going on, I was IRL streaming, so I was either carrying, a gimbal with my stream phone on it, or like I had one of my friends recording me. I would say this stream lasted probably about like 5 to 6 hours. I was eating, hanging out, playing music, turning up, whatever. There were multiple circumstances where one of the people that came to the Airbnb was just causing drama with me. And just to be as blunt as possible, he was like this gay dude who just had an obsession with me. I told my community that I was doing some shows and I was gonna be in Dallas, Texas doing shows there. He was like, yo, I know the owner of this one club, and so he just put us in touch. Literally, that was it. He put me in touch with that owner. I talked to the owner of the club and we booked another show there. That was the extent of his involvement. He kind of got like this idea in his head that he was like my manager, and like he would legit go to my friends and like ask them for money and do different things saying he was my manager. But that's another part of the story. We're just gonna stick with this one night. So this dude was off one. Watching back the stream VODs of like when I'd have to hand off the camera to go deal with something, or I was in the bathroom or doing whatever, and just hearing everyone who was in the Airbnb be like, yo, this dude's crazy, there's something going on, I'm starting to get sus, he's weirding everyone out. All the fucking pipes are fucking leaking water.
What?
In the bathrooms.
That's really scary and interesting.
I mean, interesting.
Well, like, what's going on? Like, how did they just start flooding like
I
that?
don't know.
Like, how? Like,
And
that's
they're not
interesting,
flooding
is it
anymore.
not?
Nothing else is going on. It's just fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting. Like, what's going on?
This is a setup. And,
Clock
like, this
it.
couldn't have been a coincidence. I'm just like, y'all.
No, I guess
It
what I'm
is-
saying, bro.
Someone's trying to sabotage us.
They're trying to sabotage and get. It literally is like an episode of Jersey Shore, bro. It literally is like Jersey Shore. What is happening right now? We're fighting.
There's this gay dude, I'm not gonna say his name. Let's just call him Mark. Mark the whole night was just like on my butt about giving him attention, acting like a jealous little bitch. Your ex-girlfriend when she sees you at the club and follows you around all night. But anyways, I was streaming, talking to everyone there. I was even talking to him. I was eating. I was just, being hospitable. It was our first night. It was all grouping up. I was, showing my chat who had supported me and like my community who had supported me to get me to where I could travel around the country and do shows, go on tour. I wanted them to be a part of it, so it was a big thing for me to stream. That way the people who couldn't make it wasn't like I was just like cutting them off from experiencing, because without them I wouldn't be able to do or experience any of that. Like I remember at this one point he was just like, Sen, I need to talk to you. So I go up and talk to him. He's like, we gotta leave to go to the club right now to go promote. And it was like a Thursday night. We have to go leave to the club to go promote. And it's like 11 p.m. And I'm just like, bro, what? The club closes in an hour. It's a Thursday night. And you're telling me the club just messaged you when they have been talking to me to come down there at 11 p.m. and promote. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, show me the message. And he kept stalling, just, spent all BS. Bro, I'm down to figure it out. I just want to see what they say. Can I see the message they sent you about it? Because, bro, that don't make no damn sense. And mind you, the whole time I have my stream phone I'm holding right here, so they're watching the whole conversation. He's trying to play it cool, but you can just see he's losing it. I'm like, show me the conversation. And he was like, you just gotta trust me. And I was like, bro, listen to me. what sense does any of this make? Like, just be real with me. Just be a grown man and be real with me for a minute. This dude was like in his 40s. And so I even remember I got it on camera. He's like, I'll cancel the show.
Maybe you're like tired
Huh?
of it, like,
You're gonna cancel it?
more like.
I can't hear you, dog. If you want to cancel all of it, you can, bro. That's fucking crazy. I don't know why there's problems.
With the steel,
You're like power tripping, dog. When I turned the camera on, I was like, you're gonna cancel the show? And he was like, oh, no. He literally kind of reminds me of a gay Mr. Mosby, but like way more evil. I'm just like, bro, you need to chill out. Like, this is getting crazy. You're acting crazy. I knew he kind of like just capped all the time. But I didn't think he was this bad. Because honestly, just the stories I can make on this one dude, I can make 20 videos off of. We're all the Airbnb having a great time. I'm out back. I remember I'm smoking a joint, talking to my friends, and I'm still streaming.
So that's like his home.
I remember when my friend Jason was inside and he came out with my friend Turk. He's like, we got a problem. So my friend Turk and Troy, they went inside. Like my boy Karoy, Turk, Jason, they're like my right hand man. They like always got my back, you know, kind of like do a lot of behind the scenes work, helping me with shows, promotion, and kind of like just anything I don't have time to do or don't have the knowledge to do, they always jump in there and they're like some of my best friends, right? They're in there and they're trying to solve what's going on. I kind of see them in there, but I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm a little buzzed, so I was like, I'm gonna sit out here and chill. I had a nice meal. I was stressed out from the show the next day, and then everything going on and traveling and streaming and dealing with the drama. I was just like, I'm gonna sit out here and chill.
Nope.
Eventually, Karoy comes out and he comes up to me while I'm streaming. He's like, hey, I'm gonna need to borrow you for a second. I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, we got a problem inside. And so luckily I had some other friends out there. I handed off the stream to them. I was like, yo, can you keep chat entertained while I go see what's going on? What is going on? Why are you running? Why are you barely focusing the camera?
So I need to borrow you.
Who does?
I do.
As soon as I walk from like the back porch, like patio area, I see Jason with like a bucket and a mop, and I kind of follow him to the right to the first bathroom near the kitchen, and it's literally flooded. Like the toilet and the shower had flooded, and there was just water everywhere, and the toilet was backed up. I was like, what the hell? I was like, this toilet exploded? Like, what? How unlucky at Airbnb. I wasn't thinking too much of it, and then I think Turk told me, or someone told me, like, it's every bathroom and shower. And literally every bathroom and shower throughout the house, like, had, like, overflowed or leaked or something somehow. So once I heard that, I got super suspicious already. I was thinking it's, you know, Mark. Everyone in the house is just looking at me like, bro, we know who it is. It's Mark. It's Mark. And I was just like, okay, well, like, at least let me give this guy a chance to plead his case. But then, like, we were thinking of where everyone was and stuff like that. And at this point, it was too big to be a coincidence. And we were like trying on the phone with the Airbnb landlord because now none of the toilets were working and no one could take a shower. And so, you know, how was anyone going to use the bathroom? We got plumbers or whatever for in the morning. Trying not to lose money on like getting kicked out of the Airbnb, going into another one, or losing our deposit, or having to pay fees. So everyone's kind of on edge. And I'm like, all right, I see this is going to be a problem. You guys go get Mark and take him into the living room area. I'm going to go tell everyone who's outside, like, having fun, that, hey, you guys, can you keep streaming a little longer? I got to go deal with something. So I come back out, tell them, like, hey, the house is flooded. Can you guys, you know, keep entertaining a little longer? I appreciate you. I got to go deal with something.
That's really scary and interesting.
Interesting.
Well, like, what's going on? Like, how did they just start flooding like
I
that?
don't know.
Like, how? Like,
And they're
that's
not
interesting,
flooding
is it
anymore.
not?
Nothing else is going on. It's just fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting. Like, what's going on? We've really been, like, doing a chat.
And so I go back in the living room, and I remember Roy were standing in front of Mark, and they were already, like, kind of snippy and stuff like this. And to put a little backstory into it, Mark owed Turk, who's like one of my best friends, like I think like $1,600. It was damn near $2,000 based off a lie, off a scam too. He scammed him out of it. It wasn't even like anything like legit. You know, Jason, who's kind of the unsung hero of this story, who's, you know, getting all the toilet water by the floor so it doesn't ruin the floors. He's still mopping, but he's nearby, so he's walking back and forth. He can hear. And then Karoy, he's super confrontational and he's drunk. He's drunk as shit. And so he's like, you did this, you motherfucker. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. And then Mark's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys have lost it. I'm the whole reason the show tomorrow is happening. And the thing is, he would always use, like, oh, I helped you get this show, to like try to like bribe me into liking him more or like hanging out with him more. And when I wouldn't give him the attention he wanted, he would threaten to cancel the show. I'd be like, bro, do it. Do it right now. I don't even think you can. Like, I'm talking to the owner. You introduced us, and I appreciate that, but that was it. So anyways, I walk in there, and I just look him dead in the face. This dude, thinking back on it from the rest of the experiences I would go on to have with him being in my orbit and just the drama that preceded this, he's probably one of the worst pathological liars I have ever met. He's kind of standing like here to my left, like, you know, probably a couple feet away. I'm looking down on him because he's a really short dude. And then Karoy's right here on my right, and he's like pressing in. I'm kind of like using like my presence to kind of keep them apart, because I feel if I back up, they're gonna go at it. And then we got my boy Turk right there and Jason. My boy Turk, he's staying medium calm, but he's seething because this dude owes him money, scanned amount of money, and at this point he had been asking Mark back for his money for like, I don't know how long, a good amount of time. It had been way past the time he was supposed to pay it back. I don't remember the specifics. And so like I could tell he had his hands in his pockets that like he was staying calm for not the reason that he wasn't mad or anything like that, because he knows if he let it go, he'd probably whoop his ass and like go to jail. Like he was ready to just fucking thrash this dude. But Karoy was definitely going in the most at him, and I looked at him, I was like, Mark, I looked him in the face, and his fucking lips were quivering, he was sweating, he was shaking, he looked like an anxious mess. You know, like those interrogation true crime videos where like the person can't hold it together? This was him. And I was like, yo, Mark, did you do this? Like just straight up to his face, asked him to see if he would lie to me. And he was like, do what? I don't know, like, it's like the toilet's flooded or something. And the thing was, like, we had been dealing with this and they've been cleaning and trying to figure it out for like almost an hour before this point had came. And I was like, bro, you know the toilets have flooded. I was like, bro, just admit you did this and like why? And he was like, I didn't do this, you guys are crazy, like just trying to gaslight us. And he's like, and then he kept bringing up, like, he's like, I'm not even gonna do the show tomorrow, da da da. And then Karoy, he was just like, get mad. He's like, you bitch, you liar, you're drunk, you're trying to like do stuff to sin. My boy Turk, he's like, you know, a very factual dude, and he was like, well, everyone was outside, and the only person inside besides you was asleep. And we all, you know, and so he's getting all the facts. Was that board game cluing this, like writing down everything? It was Mark in the bathroom with the lead pipe who flooded the bathroom. And then Jason, bro, he's a real, you know, sweet, kind of quiet guy, but, you know, he can get serious when he needs to. So he's just kind of like watching the situation to see what happens. The intensity was built between like Karoy and Mark, especially in there. Karoy's like, I'll slap you. And Mark's like, I'll call the police and have you sent to prison and all this different stuff. And then Mark was like yelling. I was like, all right, everyone shut the fuck up. I remember I just got serious with it. I was like, everyone shut the fuck up.
People really like that. To each their own.
Oh,
What the hell was that?
the girls are fighting in there.
Like everyone got quiet, and like honestly at that moment I was just like, I was like, all right, don't get distracted. Like, here's what's gonna happen. I was like, I'm gonna get the full story, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, and the truth is gonna come out. I was like, Karoy, you're drunk as shit, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go lay down before you go to jail for trying to fight this dude. And I was like, Mark, you're taking your ass out on the front porch and you're calling an Uber to go home. And he was like, how's that fair, son? Everyone else can stay but me. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna figure this out. Like, and the thing I was a little high and drunk. I'm gonna figure this out tomorrow morning. And right now, these guys think you did this, regardless of what you want to say. So they are not gonna feel comfortable with you in here. And everyone out there thinks you did it too. And the thing was, everyone in the house knew it was him. Everyone in the house knew it was him. He was like, Bubba. I was like, no, go to the front porch. I'm gonna put Karoy to bed. So I take Karoy, you know, help him get in bed, and you know, and the thing is, he has the best intentions, don't get me wrong. And then Turk and Jason were like, yo, we'll figure this out. So then I go out to the front porch. I'm like, bro, why would you do this? He's like, I didn't sin. He's like, I'm so stressed out, I don't think there can be a show tomorrow. And I was just like, what? He's like, I'm gonna cancel it. I'm like, wow. First of all, what does you being stressed have to do with my show? And why do you keep threatening to cancel things? Like if you're gonna do it, do it. I don't think you can. You're gonna cancel all the places for what? No. That's what you just said. But why would you cancel it? What sense does that make? But no, that's not what you said. You said I'm just gonna go down there and cancel it. But repost on what?
Instagram.
Bro, they told me 5 days ago the official date.
I know.
So why do they want me down there on Thursday night at 9:55 p.m. to bump into people? I can post them on my Instagram.
Send me the picture. Let's do the Instagram.
The pictures have been done. I've been sent you that.
No, theirs.
I haven't seen theirs.
I haven't.
Then what the fuck do they want me to post? You're not gonna be able to like blackmail or bribe me into doing and saying and believing what you want to keep a show. And he was like, I don't even got money to Uber home. Here's the crazy part. He bragged the whole time to like everyone in my community and myself, which I don't care how much money you have. It doesn't change my opinion on you. I've been pretty real about that. He just bragged about how rich he was, I mean, cars and houses and rental properties and this he had. And then when we got there, he was broke. He had no car. We had to pay for his Ubers. We had to pay for his food, pay for his drinks. He had no money for anything. And he's like, I don't have money for Uber, so I had to pay for him an Uber to take him back to his house. So then I go back inside, and shout out to Turk and Jason, because I remember Turk had to work the next morning. And Jason had just got there that day from driving all the way from Michigan. I think he drove. I can't remember if he drove or flew. And I remember going back outside to the back porch after like 2 hours had passed and like grabbed my stream like, bro, Chet, I'm not gonna lie. There's been some weird ass shit going down. I get intoxicated, people want to get me to go this here, go here, go there, because they see I'm vulnerable. But I mean, like, I'm just chilling. I don't give a fuck. And this is how I am, period. Oh, you're bad, And I got to chat, I'm just like, guys, this is fricked. Like, someone literally, like, clogged all our toilets. And everyone's like, yo, you know Mark did it. I don't feel comfortable being around him. He can't come back here. Or and if he's here, I'm not gonna be here. I don't think it's safe for you, like telling me I'm not safe, which this dude was insane. Basically, everyone came out and told me they had a story that happened prior to Dallas about how he tried to scam them, he lied to them, he just did something shady or shifty or, you know, started a rumor to them. And so I remember basically, you know, after everything cleaned up, kind of sucked we couldn't use the bathroom, but we all went to bed. People went home to their homes or whatever. And the next day, the landlord of the Airbnb replied and sent a plumber out. The plumber came and he basically pulled out giant wads of toilet paper that someone had shoved down into the toilet. So that pretty much confirmed it couldn't be like some sort of just weird phenomenon of just like the pipes bursted and all the toilets flooded. It was definitely someone intentionally did it, and there was only one person that we all know could have intentionally did it. So the next day, he calls me, yo, so when can I come back over today, hang out with you guys? I'm just like, listen, bro, after last night, bro, I know you did this, and the fact you keep lying about it, you can't even admit to it, and whatever weird, creepy reason you're doing this, I can't have you around the people in this Airbnb anymore. They don't trust you, they don't feel safe around you. And for good reason. People are, you know, setting their drinks down, doing this, doing that. And like, if you're just gonna sabotage the Airbnb and try to sabotage the shows that I have in Dallas, like, how can we trust you not to sabotage anything else? I was in Texas for another 4 days, I think, at that point, or 3 or 4 days at that point. And throughout those 3 or 4 days, there was just another drama of him trying to interfere and sabotage things. More drama of just lies, sabotage, just getting in the way. For the whole time I was in Dallas. So, and the thing is, we have a bunch of other tour stops, not just Texas. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more videos like this, some more kind of niche stories from the tour that maybe didn't make it into the YouTube videos or the Twitch streams. Like, kind of have behind the scenes that, you know, is fun to share with everyone. I got a new album dropping in July, which I'm super excited to show you guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.
Yeah.
I can't get shit right, can't learn my lesson. Always with a random, now she undressing. Liars and bitches, yeah, I was obsessed with. Then you were gone, missing your presence.
Filled with prescriptions, always be hiding me. Feeling addictions, that's not what I try to be. Always been outside, cause my mom's still proud of me.
She know I'm who I'm gonna be.
They tryna get in my face when I'm on the overdose race. Fucking got caught in self-reflection the other day. Wanted to blow my head off, take it straight to my grave. Got a fucking date with a narcissist who I think I can save.
So I grab another pill on stormy days, then I snort it, cause I'll sleep another fucking 100 nights before you know it. I'll spend them all high, wasting time till I'm older. But I love her crazy ass, I don't care, she bipolar.
Yeah, DJ Sin.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. You won't see me again. I'm not okay.
What's the point?
I'm not okay.
What's the point?
I'm not okay. That's the fucking point. What's the point? 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 What's the fucking point?
and it's about me, but I just don't be giving a fuck. And I was like, bro, that doesn't even make sense. That makes zero motherfucking sense that I pull up there. And then Carter was like, leave him alone. He's trying to stream, and this is bullshit. Period.
I don't know what's going on in there, but
I don't know if
we just
anybody's
went in
fighting for real,
with a
but-
mop bucket.
We just heard like a lot of like just damage, and then we see Jason come through with the fucking mop bucket, and we're like, oh, what's happening?
He said nothing.
Nothing.
And then close.
Where's he going?
Good job.
Literally a David and Goliath situation, but Goliath was the big guy, and he got knocked out.
You could
by
say
a
you didn't slay the
little stone
giant,
throw,
and he
right?
basically butt fucked you, right?
I mean, I don't think that's appropriate.